Hi, welcome back. Or if you're just joining, my name is Maya, and welcome to my channel, Cranleyplace, where I'm focused on Hermès scarf style, knot tutorials, and more. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to all the channel members and special welcome to the knot connoisseurs and elegant insiders. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the membership options. In this video, I'd like to talk about the Jacquard weaving techniques, and this is something we haven't seen from Hermès in decades. And now we have a few silk twill examples in their Spring-Summer 2025 collection. Let's get started. Hermès originally introduced Jacquard designs in the 1990s and reportedly stopped them because they were too time-consuming and expensive to produce. So let's take a look at the origins of this technique. The Jacquard weaving technique was invented in 1804 by Joseph-Marie Jacquard, a French weaver and inventor. His invention revolutionized the textile industry by automating the control of warp threads on a loom, enabling the production of complex patterns efficiently. However, we can trace origins back to China in the 2nd century BC, when the first draw loom was invented for silk weaving. In order to weave an intricate silk pattern or picture, it was necessary to raise or lower each of the sometimes thousands of warp threads individually to form a path through which to pass the shuttle. At that time, this was done by a so-called draw boy who sat on top of the loom. Every single row of weaving required different warp threads to be raised or lowered, and consequently the production process was very slow and required meticulous attention. This was the main reason why, over a period of 3/4 of a century, several inventors turned their minds to constructing a better way. Basile Bouchon improved the traditional draw loom in 1725 when he substituted an endless band of perforated paper for the bunches of looped strings previously used. Then in 1728, Jean-Baptiste Falcon used perforated cards manipulated by a drop boy. Jacques de Vaucanson combined these two inventions in 1745, placing his machine where the pulley box had previously been. Finally, the breakthrough came from Joseph-Marie Jacquard, who took these inventions one step further to speed up the process and remove the need for a weaver's assistant. Basically, he combined all of these ideas to create a loom that used punched cards to control the lifting of the individual warp threads. This eliminated the need for manual patterning, greatly increasing efficiency and precision. By 1805, Jacquard had demonstrated his loom in Lyon, France, and the French government in fact recognized its importance and adopted the technology, offering him a pension and royalties for his invention. The loom became widely used across Europe, particularly in weaving centers like Lyon, where Hermès indeed maintains a silk printing factory to this day. As an aside, Jacquard's invention is considered a precursor to modern computing, as its use of punched cards to control a machine inspired the development of early computers, such as those by Charles Babbage in the 19th century. There are several preserved examples of Joseph-Marie Jacquard's original loom and its modifications displayed in museums worldwide. These artifacts showcase the ingenuity and historical significance of his innovation. First, the Musée de Tissu, or Textile Museum in Lyon, France. Lyon is the heart of the silk industry and houses Jacquard looms in this renowned museum. The museum exhibits original Jacquard mechanisms and looms alongside examples of intricate silk fabrics produced using the technology. Next, the Conservatoire National des Arts et Métiers in Paris, France. This Museum of Science and Technology has an extensive collection, including an original Jacquard loom. It also displays other innovations that preceded or were influenced by Jacquard's design. Third, the Science Museum in London, United Kingdom. The Science Museum in London holds a Jacquard loom and provides an in-depth explanation of its impact on both the textile industry and computing. Fourth, Deutsches Museum in Munich, Germany. Known for its focus on science and technology, this museum includes a Jacquard loom as part of its textile and industrial exhibitions. Fifth, the American Textile History Museum in Lowell, Massachusetts, in the United States. Unfortunately, this is now closed, but before its closure in 2016, this museum housed a Jacquard loom, and some of its collections have now been transferred to other institutions, such as the Smithsonian. Speaking of which, number 6 on the list, the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C., United States. The National Museum of American History includes a Jacquard mechanism as part of its industrial technology exhibits. And finally, last but not least, the Musée de la Soie, or Museum of Silk in Saint-Hippolyte-du-Fort, France. This is a specialized museum dedicated to silk weaving featuring Jacquard looms. So there you have it. More about this intricate weaving technique recently revived in Hermès' Spring-Summer 2025 Silk Twill collection. Please like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. In future episodes, I'll share other scarf reviews, tutorials, and more, so be sure to subscribe to be notified of new videos. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time!